Hey, welcome back. This is our day 3 of our transition home learning, and today we're going to have a look at some maths work. So the first thing I'd like you to have a go at is completing these magic squares. Now in magic squares, you've got to put the numbers 1 to 9 in the magic square. You can only use each number once, and each diagonal or horizontal or vertical line has to add up to the same number. So here, if you look at the example that I've done in A, this one, 8 and 6 and 4, well, we know 6 and 4 is 10, and 8 more is 18. So we know that each line in this magic square must total 18. That means that along here has to be 18, down here has to be 18, down here has to be 18, across here has to be 18, and this way has to be 18 too. Okay. Now you can have a go at that one and B, and then there's 2 more here for you to have a go at. They don't always add up to 18. Sometimes the total will be a different number, but in each line, diagonal or straight, the total will be the same in each magic square. Okay, so see if you can have a go at those ones. Pause the video while you get going with those. Okay, hope you're giving those ones a good go. Here's a couple more for you to look at. Now these 2 are the same as what we had before, so you can have a go at these 2 now, and then when you've paused and had a go at it, we'll have a check of the answers. Okay, so here are all the answers for the ones that we've done. So they're labelled there A, B, C, D, E and F. So hopefully you can put in and find your answers there. Okay, let's have a look at a different kind of problem now. This is a word problem. Helen is walking coast to coast. The walk is 192 miles. If Helen walks 24 miles on Monday and 35 miles on Tuesday, how many miles has she got left to walk? So if you want to get straight on and have a go with this, that's fine. You can pause here and get straight to work on that one. If you're not quite so sure, I'll give you a few little tips as we go along. Okay, so if you're not quite so sure, let's see what we know. Well, we know that her walk is 192 miles. Her full walk is 192 miles. We know on Monday she walks 24 of those miles. And we know on Tuesday she walks a bit more. She does 34 miles. So she's already a little bit away along her journey. What we want to know is how many miles she's got left to walk. So this dotted bit here in my line. Now, you might be able to work it out now. I've given you a little bit of a clue. So if you think you can pause the video here. If you're still struggling, you can carry on watching for a little bit more help. Okay, so let's see what we know. So we know that she's done this bit of the walk. So 24 and 35 miles, she's already done 59 miles to get her to here. We want to know how many miles are left. So we need to do 192, subtract this bit of the walk, subtract 59, and that means she's got 133 miles left to go. Well done if you managed to work that out without any clues, but if you use my clues, that's fine. You can have a go at the next one. You might be able to use it with less clues this time. Very similar problem. Hamil has £564. He buys a lamp costing £97 and a table costing £283. How much money does he have left? So use the same strategy that I used last time. Draw the line of how much money he's got in total. Draw how much he's spent on his lamp and how much he's spent on his table. And put your question mark with the part he has left. And then have a go at working it out. Okay, let's check our answers together. He had £564 in total. He spent £97 and then he spent £283. We want to know how much money does he have left? So first we need to know how much he spent. He spent £97, add £283, that was £380. To work out how much he's got left, we start with our 564 and we subtract our 380 that he spent. So he's got £184 left. Well done with that one. Okay, a little bit different this time. So use the inverse to find the missing numbers. So this time we don't know this missing number here. So we know that this has to be the largest number. This has to be the whole because it's subtract a part and equals a part. If you add these two parts together, it will give you the whole. This time we've got the whole, we've got the part, sorry, and we need another part to total this whole. See if you can pause the video and find the missing numbers in this problem. Okay, let's check. 837 was the first one. You can calculate that by adding together 482 and 355. Second missing number was 483. We can calculate that by working out 777, subtract 294. This missing number was 492. Calculate that by adding together 145 and 347. The last missing number was 924. Calculate that by working out 1406, subtract 482, gives us 924. Well done if you had a go with those, they were quite tricky. Okay, let's have a look at some multiplication. Complete the facts about this array. So you can see the picture there. What are the missing facts? Pause while you have a go at those two. Okay, so we can see 6 columns and there's 4 in each. 6 fours are 24. We can also say 4 times 6 is 24. And then the inverse would be 24 divided by 6 is 4, and 24 divided by 4 is 6. Let's have a look at the football one. Well, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 8 times is 48, and 8, 6 times is 48. 48 in total, divided by 6 is 8, and 48 divided by 8 is 6. Well done if you got those multiplications right. Remember, in year 4, we need to know all of our times tables and division facts to 12 times 12. So now is a really good time to make a start on learning those. Perhaps you might even play Times Table Rockstars quite a lot over this summer to get really good with your times tables. Okay, so we're going to use our multiplication skills to have a go at working out some of these problems. How many are left over when 67 apples are shared equally between 8 horses? Now, if you're not quite sure, you can watch while I start working out this problem, or you might be ready to pause and get going yourself. So I've got to share out 67 apples between 8 horses. So I could draw myself 8 circles to represent the 8 horses. I'll make a bit of a bigger circle for that one. So here are my 8 circles to represent the 8 horses. I need to share out 67 apples. So I can start sharing now until I've shared out 67 apples. Now it's going to take me quite a long time to do this sharing, So you might want to pause the video here while I do my sharing. Okay, I've so far shared out 64 apples. That means I know that they can't get the rest of them in there, so they're going to be left over. So I'm 64 shared out equally, 65, 66, 67. They won't share equally, so they are left over. So there will be 3 apples left over. Well done if you had a go with that. Okay. How many egg boxes would you need if Helen the hen laid 50 eggs? So we need to count in sixes because 6 eggs can fit into 1 egg box. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. Oh, I'm not quite at 50 yet, so I need to keep going. 54. Now I can't count in sixes exactly to 50, but I need to have more boxes to fit all of those 50 eggs in. I would need 9 boxes because if you look here, it would be 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 full boxes, but I need another one here, 9 boxes. Okay, so that's all today for our maths work. Some tricky problems for us to get going with there. And like I said, makes you have a good think about practicing your times tables lots over this summer. I'll see you tomorrow for day 4. Bye for now.